Here we go.
Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering the Ashlands update for Valheim and specifically covering all of the new magic items, the staffs, the armor, and the food, and how they all work. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. We'll just jump right into it. So with the new update, there is a new armor set. The parts are the robes of Embla, the trousers of Embla, and the hood of Embla. Now, the only real upgrade for these armor pieces is that you get 5% more item regen on each item over the item weave set. There's also like 3 more armor on the robes. 3 more armor on the trousers, but honestly, if you're getting hit and relying on your armor in this armor set, you're playing it wrong, honestly. So then there's also the hood of Embla. I will say they look, the armor set looks really good. I think it looks really cool. But we'll go into the staffs. The new staffs are the Staff of Fracturing, the Staff of the Wild, the Dunder, and the Troll Staff. And we're going to go over each one. But I will say that so far as I can tell, I haven't gotten any of them fully upgraded yet. But I can't really see that there is much in the way of improvements from upgrading them. If you look, you can look at the Staff of Fracturing, 10 blunt, 10 fire, 35 iter to use it. So I actually have this one and I have it upgraded, and it is right there. So if you look at it, the blunt is still 10, the fire damage goes up to 22, and this is upgraded to level 3. So slight upgrade on this one. And I think it'll be the same on the Dunder. I haven't upgraded this one yet, but I think the damage will actually increase, but I haven't actually upgraded that one to check it. I upgraded the Troll Staff to level 2 and didn't notice any improvements at all. Maybe it's, unless it's by the hit points and the damage of the trolls that you summon. I really don't know. It's not in the description for the weapons. I'm really not sure how I would even be able to test that to see. But so then there's the Staff of the Wild. I really don't know that this is going to do more damage. They're all kind of weird. So we're gonna go over all of them though and see them in practice. Alright, so I want to go over the Staff of Fracturing first, because I think it's probably the most straightforward. So we'll take a look at it. Now, here's the whole thing about it. You can directly compare this staff to the Staff of Embers, right? They are both fire damage staffs. The projectile flies in about the same way. The difference is when you hit it, the actual projectile breaks into several pieces. I'm not even sure exactly how many, and that's why the damage from it It says it's 10 blunt and 22 fire. I know that doesn't sound as impressive, but it's the fact that it breaks into pieces when you hit with it. And like I say, over the different projectiles, it may be equal to the Staff of Embers. Me personally, I prefer the Staff of Embers. I don't know if this is going to do more damage or less. I really haven't been able to figure it out. So that's the Staff of the Staff of Fracturing. So we'll go over the Staff of the Wild now. The Staff of the Wild is going to be a different kind of deal here, and so you shoot it out and it pops these vines out of the ground and they will attack the enemies. So the whole thing about it is it says it's poison damage. I'm not seeing any poison damage, although I don't know if these particular enemies are immune to poison damage or not. I really have no idea. I was trying to put him in range. There we go. So you can see they will attack the enemies, but they can also be, those vines can also be killed fairly easy. It's usually like 2 hits from these charred warriors will kill the vine, so you're getting maybe 2 hits of damage out of them. This is 55 Eider to use, so you're probably getting somewhere like 80 damage out of it. I'm not real sure on that. I just wanted to make this one see what it did because, you know, from the name of it, it could have been a lot of different things. So, alright, so that leaves us with the Dunder. We'll take a look at it. So it has an on use, the Eider use is, wow, it doesn't actually say. I think it's 25 though. But once you pull out this weapon, it's going to load just like the Arbalest, and then it shoots lightning out of it. And it says 20 lightning damage, but it's actually hitting quite a few times. It kind of acts like a shotgun, really. So you want to get real close. And personal with this one, if you get farther back, it doesn't even hit them at all. If you're fairly close, only a couple hit. Like, you understand, it's definitely going to be a different kind of weapon. But for the amount of Eider it's using, if you can get close enough to be able to use this one, you're doing quite a bit of damage with it. It's really, you know, not bad at all. So you just have to get used to that loading on it. And if you run completely out of Eider using this, you'll use it and then it will wait until your Eider gets up to 20 or 25. I think it's 25. And then it will load then. It won't just automatically load. It does have, you know, the Eider cost to use it on the initial before you even use it. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the Troll Step. Now this is the one I was really excited about. It takes 120 Eider to use this weapon, and honestly I think it may be worth it. So once you use it, it calls down a meteor. Bam! It lands, does damage when it lands, and then it's a skeletal troll that's on fire. But here's the best part about it: you can summon 2 at once. So you can summon 2 of these at once and have them out fighting. Now, here is the only issue I have with this, with the summon troll. The only issue I have with it, if you look at their nameplate, it is red. So, they will attack you. They will attack your base. They will attack your tamed animals. So, that's just something to keep in mind. This is one of those weapons I don't think I would want to use close to my base. You know, that just sounds like a bad idea. But if you find a place like this around this spawner where you don't have anything to worry about, like your base or your buildings or whatever, yeah, they're a lot of fun to use. It's awesome to look at, watch them go. Sorry, I had already quit recording, but I wanted to jump in and throw in my opinion on the troll stuff. I seriously think you're going to want to try and hit targets with the meteor. I think that's really where the main damage from using the troll staff is going to come from. If you can't hit stuff with the meteor, I don't think this is going to be anywhere near as effective. So that's going to be the best way to use this weapon. And yeah, I forgot to put that in. I'm thinking I'm going to, for some bonus footage for this video, I'll be going to the plains and using these summon trolls on a fueling camp just to see what kind of havoc they'll cause. Might be a little bit of a letdown, may not, I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so with that we'll move on to the new mage foods, so I'll be right back in a second. Okay, so here we are with the new foods. One of the first ones that we'll go over is marinated greens. It's got 32 health, 16 stam, 95 eider, so that's, you know, quite a bit better. It's got 30-minute duration and 4 HP per tick. I think most of the other mage foods have 3. Yeah, from the Mistlands, they have 3 HP per tick. So that's the first one we'll go over. Then there is, I'm not, you know, familiar with all these foods just yet, so just bear with me. The next one is sparkling shroom shake. You'll notice these are taking sap and mage cap, some of the Mistlands mats to make these foods. This one has 30 health, 15 stam, 90 eider. It's still got the 4 HP per tick, but the duration's only 25 minutes. The sizzling berry broth is also a new one. It's also got the 4 HP per tick, 25-minute duration, and then it's 28 health, 14 stam, and 85 eider, which, yeah, it's exactly the same as the Seeker Aspic, except the Seeker Aspic has 30-minute duration and only 3 HP per tick. So, you know, take from that what you will. That, I think this is probably the worst one. Let's look through. There was, I wanted to make sure that was all of them before I moved on. Yeah, so that's all of the new mage foods that I found. Also, you can see from the mats, I mean, the mats are going to be interesting because the smoke puff and the fiddlehead, as far as I'm aware, and I have tried, you can't plant these. So you're going to be limited by how many of these you can find. Just keep that in mind. That is one of the things that I really dislike about all of these mage foods. They are all that way. So this one, it's only the smoke puff that you can't farm. You can farm the vine berries, but yeah, this one's requiring fiddlehead. You can farm the vine berries again, but yeah, it's going to be a problem with the mage food. I can tell you already. So that being said, there is one other thing that is new that I've found, and that's the mead base for lingering eider. It's going to increase your eider regeneration by 25%, and the only new mat you need for this is the vineberry clusters, then mage cap and sap. So that's not going to be all that hard to use. And I want to point this one out. I can't remember if this is from the Mistlands or not. I would assume it is, but I don't remember seeing this before. And it's the mead-based minor eider. It's a eider potion. It gives you 125 eider. The mats are honey, sap, Jotun puffs, and mage cap. I don't know if that's been in the game before and I just missed it, but it is there. So just keep that in mind. That's all the mage foods though that we're gonna cover. I'm going to go ahead and find a fueling camp and see what these trolls can end up doing. Okay, so here we are. I've got a fueling camp here in front of me. I've got Ghost on for right now. I just want to, let the trolls kind of do their thing. And while we're watching the trolls, there is one other thing about the summon trolls that I forgot to mention that you're really going to want to pay attention to. And that is, if you're using the Dead Razor and have your skeletons out, they will fight the trolls. So you probably don't want to have both of them out at once. But well, I wanted to get a new one in there, but watch this meteor hit. Oh, look at that. It does a lot of damage when that meteor hits. I mean, honestly, it does pretty good. So, alright. I think they're going to end up clearing it, but oh, here's a Lox. They're gonna fight a Lox. I'm trying to see if I can see the damage number. 35 damage, 34 on the Lox. 65 on the fueling. That attack did almost 300 damage on something there. So yeah, these guys are pretty fun to play with. I think there's all kinds of shenanigans you can pull with this, but yeah, I think the new staffs are gonna be fun. I don't know that I would say that they're much more effective than the ones we already had in the game, but yeah, all of them seem to have pretty serious drawbacks. The Staff of Fracturing, it's hard to hit something right with that one and make sure that when it fractures, all the little projectiles actually hit stuff. The Staff of the Wild doesn't seem like it's going to really be very effective. Keep in mind, I don't have any of these upgraded fully. None of them. And I've only really upgraded the Staff of Fracturing and the Troll Staff so far, so I could be completely wrong about this, and they could end up being a lot more effective, but so far as I can tell at this point in the update, I don't think they're going to be all that amazing. I think you're still going to be leaning on the older staffs from the Mistlands more than these new ones. The new ones just seem like they're gonna be a lot of fun. So, yeah, so that's all I've got for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave me a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. Let me know what you think about the new staffs, and I'll see you in the next one.